Heck Yes Podcast. Here's your host, Sean Q.
Hey, Sean Q here, and in this episode, I want to show you a couple of personal hacks that have allowed me and will allow you to show up as your most authentic, best version of yourself. Okay, awareness is so key to success. If you're taking notes, write this down. Self-awareness breeds self-control. It creates it. Self-control comes from being aware of who you are, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, when you're your best, when you're not your best, when you're most creative, when you're not most creative. Having that understanding of yourself allows you then to control the environment around you and the life within you. Here's a couple of things that you can do to generate more awareness. Number one, personality assessments. Now, there are a couple of assessments I would highly recommend. These are professionally built, and they will help to identify what your strengths and weaknesses are. The first one is the Enneagram assessment. I'm an Enneagram 3, 3-wing 2. So what that means is I am driven to accomplish by helping other people, which means I know that when I'm working, I can easily not focus on myself. I can easily dismiss the impact of proper self-care. And so I'm able then to build boundaries around my work that allow me to still show up as my best self and not burn out. Now, there are 9 different types in the Enneagram assessment where it's going to reveal to you what you're most driven by. I encourage you, just go on Google, search Enneagram assessment or Enneagram test, ENNEAGRAM, like Instagram, Enneagram, and you'll look up the assessment and take the test. It takes maybe 15, 20 minutes. You're literally, when you discover this, read the results, your world will change. The second personality assessment is the Myers-Briggs assessment. And this helps you understand how you experience the world around you. I am an INFP, which means I'm introverted, I'm intuitive, I think in the realm of how the world impacts other people and how my decisions impact other people, and I like possibilities. So what does that mean? This assessment has helped me recognize that I am a visual thinker. This assessment actually helped me communicate better with my wife in my marriage. It helped me recognize sometimes I don't know how to say or share what I'm thinking because I don't have the words for it, but I can see it. And there are times where I have to tell my wife, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time explaining this. Let me close my eyes and just tell you what I'm seeing. And that has helped her understand me and me communicate myself in my inner world to her. So this is definitely going to help you understand how you experience the world, how you receive the world, and how you can best communicate. The third assessment I would recommend you take is the StrengthsFinder assessment. And this was actually done by a researcher who discovered that people who focus on their strengths as opposed to working on their weaknesses are 10 times more likely to succeed. In other words, let's say you have all of these different abilities, and some of them are 9 out of 10. You're really good at it. Some of them are 1 or 2 out of 10s. It's so much better for you to turn your 8s and 9s into 10s than to try to turn your 1 and 2s into like 3 or 4s. So StrengthsFinder reveals to you what your natural strengths are, so then you can really lean deeply into them, and it'll actually shift the way you show up as an entrepreneur because you're going to build your business based off of your strengths as opposed to the things you're not naturally good at. So StrengthsFinder is the third, and the last one is the DISC assessment, DISC. This will help you, especially if you're working with team or you're leading teams or you're working with clients and people. It will definitely improve your relationships with people. So the first juicy tip is for you to go take these personality assessments. And once you discover what it is, send me a message. Let me know. I'd love to know, or tag me on Instagram at HeySeanQ. I'd love to know what your results are. And I get so much goodness from talking personality. Another thing you can do on the awareness level is look to those who deeply love you, who deeply support you, and ask them, what do you see in me that I don't see in myself? What do you feel when I show up in a room? How do you imagine the very best version of myself? getting other people's input, especially from people who love you, who support you. Obviously, don't ask the haters, the trolls, but the people who love you, the people who support you. Ask, what do you see in me that I don't see in myself? And you'll be amazed and you'll be inspired by what people see in you that it's kind of blind to you because you are you. You're living in your body. You can't see it. Go take those assessments. Go get input from those who love you. The more awareness you have, the more control you'll have. The more control you'll have, the more likely you'll do what you want to do. The less likely you'll be stunned by fear or procrastination or comparison, because once you know you can shine brightly. I'm Sean Q, your high ticket sales coach. I'll see you in the next episode.